guys, it's Sinem and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. As you can tell by the title, today we're going to be talking all about spring eyeshadow palettes, or at least palettes that I recommend to you guys to use during spring. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a mixture of everything, so I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's just jump straight into it. The first palette that I recommend for spring that I want to talk about is the Colourpop Sweet Talk palette. This one is one of my favorite palettes from Colourpop. It is a beautiful neutral peachy palette. It's very peachy, it's very sparkly and glittery, well, some shades, and then you have some beautiful rich peachy mattes, and then you have like a nice brown up here. So it has really nice colors, perfect for spring. It literally is like spring in a palette, you know, down to the packaging as well. If you really want those pops of peaches and some really nice light pinks, you don't want to use something too bright peach, but you want to use something a little more on the neutral peach side, this is the perfect palette. I absolutely love this shade right here. This one, it's just to die for. It's like this really high shine metallic pinky peach. Swatch a few. Some really nice like terracotta peach matte shades. I absolutely love this palette, and this is the first one that I recommend to you guys. Let me know if you have this one. It's a very popular one from Colourpop. And then next I also will recommend the E.L.F Mint Melt palette. So they do have two versions, this one and another one which I'll throw up on the screen now. This one is in the shade Chocolate Mint, and it is basically a mint eyeshadow quad, but it does have two browns right here. So if you want to use a mint eyeshadow but you still want to make it more wearable, you can go in with a nice lighter champagne and then those browns as well to basically make it more of a wearable mint look. And I did do a dedicated video like using this palette and stuff from the Mint Melt collection, so you guys can go see that if you are looking for some spring makeup inspo. It's a really nice pop of mint with some browns to tone it down. However, like you saw on the screen, if you do want something a little more intense, you want like a full out mint look, they do have a mint version as well. It's amazing quality. You guys know I always talk about the E.L.F bite-size eyeshadows, and I love this new one that they came out with, the mint one. I hope they come out with more fun shades, but yeah, absolutely love it. I'll show you what the mint looks like. Super gorgeous minty shade. There's the champagne, and the mint is like intense. It really pops on the eyes. Moving along, we have a new palette that just came out, and this is from the Makeup Revolution Times Friends collection. I keep saying Times, someone commented it's not Times. It's a real bad habit. Makeup Revolution and Friends collaboration, and this is the Chandler eyeshadow palette. The reason I chose this one is because it is a very spring pastel palette. I mean, if this doesn't scream spring, I don't know what does. You have a gorgeous pastel lilac, which is what I have on my lid today, along with something else which I will show. You have a nice lilac shimmer, a little bit more of a brighter pink, and then you have, you know, pastel blues, the mints as well. So if you like the mint in this, but maybe you want a little bit more of a bigger palette with some different shades, more shades, then you can go for something like this, because you still have your mint and then you have some other pastel shades, and these are honestly so pretty. So I'll just swatch a few. You have, like, look at this nice pastel shimmer blue, and you have a nice lilac purple, and you can't beat these. I mean, they're drugstore, so you can't go wrong with it. Of course, if you like pack it on and maybe use your brush when it's wet, then you will get a really nice high shine effect on the eyes. And I definitely would recommend that one if you're looking for a affordable, you know, spring pastel palette, something that you just want to play around with, some fun colors. Then this is a great one because it's not super bold colors, it's still wearable. As you can see, like I did a really nice lilac look. And it still looks fun, you know, and springish. So yeah, absolutely love this palette. Would recommend that one as well. And then we have the Baby Got Peach palette from Colourpop. I mean, this is like, again, spring in a palette. The Baby Got Peach palette is one of my favorites as well from them, and packaging alone is absolutely beautiful. And these are the shades. Really nice peachy shades. Again, there's not much else to say about it apart from just saying that it's a peach palette, but again, quality is great, it's affordable, and you have really nice, you know, bright peaches. This is a lot more bright than the Sweet Talk palette, so I'll just show you. You can see like that's more of a bright peach. I mean, that I would even use as blush. And then you have, look at this intense like orangey shimmer. You have a really nice light peach shimmer down here, which is one of my favorites. And You can see that one right there. Some browns as well. So you can see this is a really, really nice, more brighter peach palette. Absolutely stunning. You can still make it wearable. Of course, it's not like super intense, but it's just a great palette to have overall. If you like the Colourpop palettes and you don't have this one, definitely get it, because I feel like a lot of people are going to get a lot of use out of it. It does have a pressed glitter, which I know a lot of people don't like, but yeah, it's a great palette. So again, the Baby Got Peach palette from Colourpop. Moving along, we have a palette which I feel like not a lot of people talk about, and I was debating whether to put this in this video because I don't know if it's very springish when you first look at it, but actually looking at it now, I feel like it can really, really work for spring, and that is the Profusion Pro Pigment Eyeshadow Palette. Let me know, have you guys tried anything from Profusion? This is the only thing I own from them, and I love this palette. I definitely want to try more things from Profusion. This is the Pro Pigment palette, and as you can see, it does have a range of pinks, peaches, browns, purples, and some light shades as well. I wanted to recommend this one because when you actually look at it, it may not look like a spring palette, but actually it has a lot of pinks and lilacs again, and then you have these nice kind of light peachy shimmers, rose golds, and you have a light gold. So I feel like it's very suitable for spring. You can just mix and match, and I'll do a few swatches as well so you guys can see. This one's a beautiful rose gold, which would just be perfect on the lid, and then next to that also like a light peach right there, and then you have those, like I said, kind of lilac pink matte shades, and then you have some cool toned browns as well. So I'll just show you these swatches. This palette is a little more on the sheer side. It's not super pigmented, but you know, with a good base, and if you pack it on, you can get a lot out of it, and it's a really great affordable palette for how much you get. You even have some nice like deeper rose copper shades as well. That one is really pretty. So yes, this one I would definitely recommend if you're looking for maybe like a big palette that's affordable, that has a range of colors. It's a great one. You also have a nice gold up here if you want something a little more on the gold side and you don't want anything too peachy. This is a beautiful rich gold. So yes, let me know if you've tried anything from Profusion, and if you have, leave me a comment down below and let me know what product to try out from them, because I only have that palette, but I do want to try other stuff from them as well. Moving on into a very bright palette. So if you are not a fan of bright colors, you're not going to love this one, but this is so fun. This is the Beauty Bay Bright Matte 42 color eyeshadow palette, and yeah, it's intense. I absolutely love this palette. So you literally get a rainbow of colors. It is a rainbow of colors. It is so bright. It's all matte as well. They do have a version, I believe, that has a range of mattes and shimmers mixed in, but I have the all matte palette. I think it's very hard to find an all matte palette that is bright but also performs well, and this just, yeah, this palette just did it. I don't know how they done it, but you have every single shadow, bright shadow you can think of in a matte formula, and they are so intense. This is one of the best bright eyeshadow palettes ever, if not the best. And yeah, great quality, great price, and look how many shades you get. So I'm going to do a few swatches just to show you guys what the palette is like, get a feel of it. I did also mix a little bit of this purple down here on my eyes as well, and also this one is my wing. So yeah, I went in with the purples and also from the Chandler palette as well. So I'll just show you, for example, like one dip. They are so creamy and silky, no fallout. They're so intense. I mean, I don't know how Beauty Bay got it to be so smooth and rich. I mean, I feel like normal brands, I mean, look at that. Brands can't even do this. Like high-end brands can't even make good quality eyeshadows these days. Look at that. Literally no base. One swipe. Like every time I go into this palette, it just shocks me. The quality is unbelievable. Nice bright pink. Even the yellow. I'm going to swatch the yellow in a second. Look at this pink. Look at this pink. Look at that yellow. Look at these nice blues down here as well. Aqua blues. Oh my god. Insane. insane without a base as well. So another thing I wanted to say about this palette as well is two things. One, that I absolutely love that they included a whole row of just neutral tones. So if you did want to go a little more neutral with your colors, maybe you wanted to do just a pop of color but you still want to keep it neutral, you have these to really create any look, because these are your standard base tones that you would always need, you know, for crease colors, for eyeliner, for highlight, anything like that. They're just to sculpt and shade the eye, which I love. Good transition shades and smoky shades, but I also love that every single row complements each other. So, you know, you have a whole blue row where you have from light to dark, different tones of blue as well. Same with the orange and reds, same with the yellows as well, two different types of yellows, different undertones. So absolutely love this palette. I feel like I've raved about it enough, but you guys get the idea. So definitely check it out, the Beauty Bay Bright Matte palette. Another palette that I absolutely love and I've been using like forever is the Too Faced Just Peachy Matte eyeshadow palette. I don't even know if they still make this anymore. I think they do, but it's a little bit limited to where you can find it now, I think. But I know they do have it on their website. So this is the Just Peachy Matte palette. It smells like peaches. And this is what it looks like. So it is basically all mattes again, but I love it because you have really great neutral shades and peach shades. Again, wearable peaches, they're not super bright. You also have like a nice deep chocolate brown, light browns up here, just really nice caramel peachy tones, some nice matte highlights. But I love the formula of these eyeshadows. I'm not usually a big fan of Too Faced eyeshadows, but this one is like a whole different brand. It feels like a whole different brand. It's so creamy. The way they just go on the eyes as well, it just blends. There's no patchiness, and I feel like you just get a smooth application every time you go into this palette. I absolutely love it. Love it. I love how small and compact it is, and you get all matte shades. So if you're looking for a good transition palette, or you're looking for a good all matte palette, if you're someone who just wants light and dark shades but in a matte formula, then you will love this one. Really nice soft colors. They're not too intense. That, oh my god, amazing. So yeah, really soft colors. Love the formula as well. That's like the main thing that I wanted to mention, the formula of these. Really buttery smooth creamy mattes. And then we have the Folklore Beauty Endless Possibilities eyeshadow palette. I've talked about this a lot on my channel and I'm going to bring it up again purely because, I mean, look at it. Look at all those shades. This just screams, I don't know, summer to me. Maybe not spring, it screams summer to me, but you can still of course use it all year round and in spring. So this has beautiful shades, mustard yellows, light pink, shimmery pink, like an icy pink. You have your nice light turquoise shimmer, and then you have those mauves again, which I absolutely love. I think they're so nice for spring. Then you have some bright peaches, nice light peachy shade, which is a shimmer, and then the neutrals as well. So yeah, I mean, you just get a range of colors and the formula is so good. Such an underrated makeup brand. Definitely recommend Folklore Beauty for those of you who have never heard of them, and they have affordable prices as well. So I'll do a few swatches again, and let me know as well down below if you guys have tried anything from Folklore Beauty. Then what have you tried, because I definitely want to place another order with them. And then you have this bronze, but it's kind of rustic, definitely has a very peach undertone. And then this is so bright, look at that, like a reddish orange coral. Then you have that really, I mean, look at that, like berry mauve. You can create such a beautiful warm toned look from the top portion of the palette, and then more cool toned towards the bottom. So yeah, it's a great palette for the price. You guys get a ton of shades for I think $20 it's around, or £14. So yeah, definitely recommend Folklore Beauty. And like I said, endless possibilities. You get 30 eyeshadows in there as well, range of mattes and shimmers. The shimmers are super creamy, super foiled, and I've used them on my channel a few times. I'll leave a link down below to everything anyway for you guys to check out. So I think that is it for the spring eyeshadow palettes that I recommend for 2021. Leave me all your spring palette recommendations down below, things that you are using this spring and things that you want to recommend to me or to others in the comment section. Let me know down below what spring palette you have been loving, or palette in general. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if it was, then give this video a thumbs up, and I hope everyone is staying safe. So until next time, I'll speak to you guys all in my next video.